This is how you can unlock the TranZit bus relic on Ashes of the Damned in Black Ops 7 Zombies. So in order to do this, you need to be playing in a tier 2 game. Of course, you can mix and match different relics in order to do so, such as 2 Grim or 2 Sinister, probably being the easiest way for you to do it. I did this by using the Teddy Bear, Focusing Stone and Dragon relics. So jump into a tier 2 game, and this is absolutely ridiculous because you have to make your way over to round 60. It's probably likely that Trek may nerf this in the future because a lot of people are complaining about it. And this step is absolutely ridiculous because you have to complete round 60 without taking any damage. I don't know why Trek have made this so difficult. So you cannot take a single hit whatsoever, you cannot take full damage, no damage whatsoever. I honestly do not know how many people are even going to attempt this because it is so niche. And you can do this on any round past round 60, it doesn't have to be directly on round 60, but you just need to survive a full round without taking damage on any round past then. Now a great way to cheat this kind of is just waiting for a Ravager round and then activating one of the saw traps, as you can see in the gameplay in the background, and then you can just throw a Casimir grenade to keep them all away from you, and it's just so funny watching all of these Ravagers. So if you are within a multiplayer game, you can all have the Casimir stacked up so you can just get through the round easier, or you can use a timed out Gobblegum at the start of a round, which ends the current round and prevents new zombies from spawning for 3 minutes. Now if you fail on round 60 and you get hit, do not worry, you can attempt it again on a future round. Basically, any round after round 60, you need to survive without taking a single hit. Obviously though, the higher into the rounds you go, the harder it's going to become, but if you fail it, you can wait for the next Ravager round, or you can attempt it using a timeout Gobblegum again, which clears all normal and special enemies and ends the round. Normal spawning will not resume during this time, last 3 minutes. You will know you've done the round correctly because you will hear Mr. Peaks laugh. After you have completed it in whatever way you deem necessary, maybe you've got your own strategies which you can leave in the comments below, you want to head over to Blackwater Lake. The portal will spawn in the boathouse, well there'll now be a red portal to activate the Relic trial, which you can interact with, which will start a vote if you are within a multiplayer game. Make sure you are all prepared for this. And this is a very, very difficult challenge. So the Relic trial is zombies can only be killed by other zombies, so using brain rot. And unfortunately the sight grenades do not work for this either, which obviously turns them into friendly zombies as well. So make sure you have good augments on for this. I would recommend using the major augment for brain rot, Caustic Fumes, which causes the charmed enemies to deal toxic damage to nearby enemies, and I would recommend the minor augment Haste as well as Super Serum, respectively reducing the cooldown of the brain rot activation and increasing the damage dealt by charmed zombies. Since you're already going to be on round 60 plus anyways and making a big commitment, I would recommend fully researching brain rot before attempting this. I would recommend for Elemental Pop using the Citrus Focus augment, making it so the only ammo mod that triggers through Elemental Pop is the one currently applied, in this case of course Brain Rot, making it even more frequent. And I would recommend the minor augment Chill Berry to reduce the Elemental Pop cooldown. I'm not sure if any of the other Elemental Pop minor augments would be helpful here, but if you think any are better, you can try them out and leave a comment in the comments below. And do not use the Pheromone augment. Now for the weapon, I would recommend using the Echo 12 shotgun, as the pellets can infect numerous zombies with brain rot, although any shotgun would be capable of doing this, so pick and choose which one you want. There are 6 different phases, 1 and 2 are standard waves, 3 is to kill HVTs, 4 and 5 are standard waves, 6 is HVTs. For the standard waves to survive, I would recommend just training the zombies and shooting them to activate the brain rot, of course very self-explanatory. So for the HVT waves, these are going to be much harder, so I would recommend using decoy grenades, or ideally Casimirs if you have lots of salvage, to bring the enemies together, which is helpful in making the most of your brain rotted zombies, so that they're all grouped together. If you are doing this within a cooperative match, then consider that zombies you brain rot will target the zombies near you, so it's helpful that you have the HVT enemies near you when you shoot to trigger brain rot. So yeah, you just basically need to survive all of the waves. The trial will take about 10 minutes or so though to complete. It is going to be quite challenging, and that's just the unfortunate nature of it. It is very tedious, but hopefully you make your way through. I would recommend just training into the cabin and then trying to shoot the zombies near there, because they're all going to be clustered up, and that way you can hopefully get a load taken out in each brain rot succession. But yeah, you're basically just going to have to be playing this a bit slow. It's going to be very annoying to do. Just make sure you don't get trapped at all. Be using the wide space outside of the cabin to your advantage, and then coming into the cabin to then take them out with the brain rot. It's going to be especially hard when you get the HVT rounds, which you get halfway through and then on the 6th round as as well, which the normal zombies do not really matter. You have to kill the HVTs to actually complete these waves, so you need to make sure that the turned zombies actually focus on the HVTs by getting them stuck in tight spaces between some of the trees or some of the fences outside or inside of the cabin. This bit's going to be very, very tedious to have them focus on them. Anyways, once you've completed all 6 waves, you will then teleport back onto the map and you will have the bus trial completed. Fortunately, no bus actually on this map. What this will do is it will cause enemies within the game to actually regenerate their health, which is extremely frustrating, which you'll definitely need the health bars on for that, but that's going to be quite a hefty challenge and an annoying one at that. But anyways, thank you for watching. I'll see you with plenty more videos to come. Bye.